Mr. Costa, do you believe that illegal immigration is illegal?
From the countries of Central and South America
really requires federal intervention
are
that
making
local
their way
government is being asked to subsidize.
The term immigrant has become a buzzword.
Let's say I want to go through this wall, I break through the wall, what happens to me next?
You will die like a dog.
After the greatest year of elections, that's 2024, where every second citizen in the world voted for their representative, the year 2025 is seen with more hopes. Many say this could be the year where promises have to be delivered.
We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country.
In 2024, two issues dominated the headlines: immigrant and depopulation. At the same time, immigrant became a powerful political term.
We are here today because Canada is broken. Our kindness and generosity has given way to naivety and weakness.
On the other hand, depopulation or decrease in populations from the current state hogged headlines in many countries across the world. So let's dive into how in 2025 immigrations and depopulation issues will interface.
We have a historic immigration crisis.
For the first time since the Black Death in the 1300s, global population decline is anticipated, driven not by disease, but by falling birth rates.
The term immigrant has become a buzzword. It's key to many high-stakes political battles, from Europe to the Americas to Asia. Nowadays, borders are both fluid and, as usual, contested also. Thus, immigration has paradoxically emerged as a major political agenda in a globalized world.
That really requires federal intervention that local government is being asked to subsidize.
Humans, by evolution, by practice, and for survival, do migrate. That way, all of us are migrants. There is a difference between migrants and immigrants. Those who move inside a country, inside their own territory, they are called the migrants. And they are in majority anyway. And those who actually cross their border, move out of their country and go to another country, they are called the immigrants. They are in minority, definitely, if you look at the total migrant populations in the world, but their population is of late increasing, and there are reasons for it also. According to the International Organizations for Migrations, in 1990, there were 153 million people living in a country other than their countries of birth. In 2020, this number increased to 281 million. But this number of immigrant, if you compare to the 1970 estimate, it's over 3 times, clearly showing a spike in the immigration level. What is interesting is that many of the countries receiving the most immigrants are themselves dealing with a declining population or depopulations. According to the United Nations World Population Prospects 2022 report, 61 countries are projected to see their populations decrease by 1% or more in the next 25 years rather, or that's by 2050. The report attributes this trend to low fertility levels and high emigration rates. The total fertility rate dipped in many countries. According to the United Nations, 2/3 of the global population lives in a country or area where the fertility rate is below 2.1 births per woman. This is the level where the population can be stabilized. Below it, it leads to depopulation. United Nations noted that in high-income countries, international migration tipped the balance in favor of births over deaths during 2000 and 2020. That's in 20 years. In the immediate future, an inflow of immigrants may be the sole driver of population growth in these countries. On the other hand, low and middle income nations like India will continue to record population growth naturally, with an excess of births over deaths. In middle income countries, the population is aging before attaining a certain income level. And in countries where the population is booming, mostly in Africa, the working group lacks the skills to exploit this void. As far as the developed countries are concerned, the World Bank has warned that developed countries might increasingly depend on human migration to sustain economies and meet responsibility towards their aging populations. As a result, countries that have spent years fortifying their borders may need to open them once again. And this is not out of charity, but out of existential necessity.
In an effort to relieve pressure on housing and social services, Canada is cutting back. In 2025, the target is 395,000 permanent residents, decreasing further in the 2 years following.
Immigrant receiving nations will need to craft policies now to determine eligible and ineligible immigrants and to regulate illegal influx with border control. In this shifting demographic reality, immigration is no longer just a political issue, it's rather a lifeline. And how the world responds to this challenge will determine the future of nations and the global community itself.